watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Early Wise. I'm Jimmy, and with us, as always, Mr. Tony York.
Hey, good morning, folks.
Top of the hump day to yous.
I guess it is fitting. I got laid last night, so.
Oh, shit. Tony got a 2-minute workout?
Oh, no. I wish.
Like 37 seconds.
Oh, God, no. 37 fucking minutes. It's a workout, literally.
Oh, shit. How's your pacemaker holding up with that kind of activity?
Batteries are still good, man.
Just got to thump it a couple times to let it know it's, How the hell are you?
Actually, I'm fine.
Well, obviously,
Cold,
yeah.
fine.
You're doing fine.
The pacemaker doesn't actually keep the heart beating. It just makes the two bottom chambers beat at the same time.
No, yeah, no. I'm just giving you a hard time. Okay, boomer.
Scotty. Yeah, Jimmy. We think he's still alive. He's still talking.
Yeah.
You
What's up,
Sammy?
Sammy? Top of the Wednesday. Ozzy, what's going on? Scotty, what's going on? That's it.
Must have been the short lap around the moon on the alien spacecraft.
Yeah. There was no whining and dining anymore. Just straight to the point. Straight
Yep.
to the probe.
Fuck 'em and fly.
Sean sent me that fucking that meme. Biden's America is a dumpster fire. Take 2 margaritas and call me in the morning. I need about 8 of them motherfuckers. I drink 2 as my first one.
Just make him up in a fucking big old beer stein.
That too. But you know what they say about margaritas, though. 2 is 1 and 1 is none.
Actually, that's the first I've heard of that. I don't know that I've ever had a margarita in my life.
They're pretty goddamn good. A strawberry margarita with sugar on the rim instead of salt. Mwah. Fantastic.
Generally, when I was drinking, it was to get drunk as much and as fast as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Liquor.
Yeah, but there comes a times where you're just drinking because you have to. And that's when margaritas come in. And they're pretty goddamn good. Pretty goddamn good. Actually, I think I'm going to go have one. The only time I have one, when I drink at home by myself, it's usually whiskey or Hennessy or something like that. And it's usually straight or with a Coca-Cola.
Anytime that I've had experience with mixed drinks, it's been ugly.
Why? You turn into a mean person?
Oh, hell no. I just get sick and horribly hungover. And
I'll tell you what, you know what? The sugar rush isn't something to scoff at. The sugar rush kind of sucks. Yeah, you know what, Scotty? It is a bitch's drink. It is a girl's drink. But you know what? Also, I fucking enjoy it. I love it. I don't care if it's a girl drink. Every time I go out to get something to eat, I'm drinking a margarita. And I'm drinking like 3 of them. And I'm usually getting double shots. I like those girly drinks. I make it a point to get them sometimes. I don't know.
well, I used to be a huge fan of Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill.
Oh, and if there's ever been a woman's drink on this earth that we've all drank, I know it's that.
I never really drank it that much.
Oh,
I always had it.
I've pounded some down.
Oh, I have too, but It's another one that is horrific for hangovers.
See, I never had a lime mojito. I never had a Long Island iced tea. I've never been like one of those fancy drinkers. That's why like margaritas are my fancy drink. You know, I drink coffee when I'm going out with adults and shit like that, proper adults, and I drink fucking margaritas when I'm with anybody else.
Fancy for me is a ice cube in my scotch.
Give me a sweet Lucy. I don't know what that is. It sounds sweet though. Like sweet like cool. What the hell are we getting into today, Tony? I wasn't even
Uh,
supposed to do a show today, so
that's kind of where I'm at too. I wasn't going to do a show, so
oh,
normally I don't do any planning. So I've even done less than that for this. I haven't even thought about it.
no, no worries, no worries. Have a good day, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Something's fucked up with my thing.
I was watching a thing on NPR or PBS, sorry,
Hmm.
about the coronavirus outbreak in China back in the initial start of it.
Yeah, right.
And they're talking about how much China screwed over the whole world basically by withholding the number of people that were infected with corona from January 20th to the 23rd.
Is it? Oh no, nobody's sicker. Nobody's sick over here. Is that kind of
I
what
mean,
happened?
they were saying that it was 41 or 47. Uh, but, the 3 fucking days, I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
Yeah.
That 3 days wouldn't have made a hell of a lot of difference.
No, no, not at all. Especially it takes like 14 to fucking quarantine or whatever the fuck. I mean, 3 days is nothing. Um, but nonetheless, I don't know. Was China work? You think China was working alone, or do you think that the good old U.S. of A. had was in there too, poking and prodding at some bats?
Well, there was a chick reporter for a health organization somewhere that put out a fucking paper on it
Hmm.
saying that it was a horrific pandemic right on the 20th.
Oh, as soon as it was released or whatever.
Then the World Health Organization comes, she's fucked up, she's overreaching, it ain't nothing, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
And had her paper taken down.
yeah.
And she's like, okay, now what do you say, motherfucker?
And you would figure a place like who, the World fucking Health Organization, eh, 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 in fucking charge of the health of the world. You figure that they would take any fucking little fucking thing seriously. If they got a zombie call on Tuesday, they better be there to check it out that night or on a Wednesday. You know what I mean? Like even the most ridiculous, shitty or littlest fucking whatever shit, they should get involved. I would say you have to get involved. It's your duty to go and check out all of the bullshit, whether it's big, whether it's little, whether it's a crazy Chinese lady writing articles, whatever the fuck it is. That's their fucking job to go check that shit out. I mean, am I wrong?
I think the issue here is that everybody was in the loop.
Oh, yeah. Who knew about it? Well, the World Health, who knew about it? The World Health Organization knew about it.
But this wasn't a Chinese reporter. This is a British reporter that was stationed in China.
Oh, oh, so they had Brits involved over there too with it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody's fucking over there.
Hmm, that's insane. I don't know, but yeah, yeah, it reminded me though too. Sean sent me a thing too. There's another fucking another thing. There has to be because people have gotten comfy. Oh yeah, there's more. Of course, there's a new one. New Omicron subvariant known as BA2. Shawnee says, of
BA2
course,
double action, you mean?
I guess. No, B is in boy.
B.
Um, Shawnee says, of course, there's a new one. There has to be because people have gotten comfy again.
Yeah, the Omicron one ain't so bad, so we got to make a worser one.
There's one up there too. Internal documents suggest Fauci suppressed evidence, and then it's got Nicolas Cage from A Vampire's Kiss going, "Oh, really? You don't say?" Hey,
Shit.
yeah. I mean, we've all known from the beginning that fucking this little dwarven fucking creature over here is a bullshit artist. He's making this shit. He's pulling this shit out of his ass from the fucking get-go.
He reverses himself every fucking week.
Oh, it's constant contradictions. That's what I mean by talking out of his ass. It's constant contradictions.
I need his job, man. I can make shit up better than that. At least I can keep track of the bullshit.
Anyway, this week I said that okay. All right, got it. Oh, got it. All the vaccines will help all the people, and they are safe for all the people. See, I can even say it better than that fucking decrepit old piece of shit. Well, he's not as bad as Biden.
No, Biden.
That's
You see where he called Peter Ducey a dumb son of a bitch?
Wait, Biden said that?
Yeah,
The words "dumb son of a bitch"
yeah.
came out of this man's mouth. No.
Right at the end of a question session they were on, Ducey asked him if he thought that any more increase in inflation would hurt his poll numbers. And Biden said something, and then he turned around and said, "You're a dumb son of a bitch."
Oh my God.
If Trump had said that, that's been trumpeted on every fucking news source in the world.
Thank each and every one of you here on this council. I really mean it. You know, I think even when we decided to do this council, some of you all thought it was a good idea, but I'd be surprised if some of you didn't go, whoa. I didn't realize how restrictive some of this was. How restrictive some of this was. But you're going to make a difference in ordinary people's lives. Ordinary people's lives are going to make a difference. So anyway, Brian, the floor is yours.
Brian, the floor is yours.
Mr. President, could you give us a brief update on your call with European leaders on what's happening in Ukraine today?
You don't sound like
The
Brian.
reason I don't like doing this is you never report on why I've called a meeting. And this is really important. I had a very, very, very good meeting, total unanimity with all the European leaders. We'll talk about it later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will you send troops to Ukraine, sir?
Why are you sending 8,500 troops to Ukraine, possibly?
Thank you,
This
guys.
guy
Will
was
you
saying
take
that he would
questions on inflation then?
infatuated.
Thank you all.
Jesus Christ, infiltrated by Chinese communists who can't trust anything they
More
say.
inflation.
Yeah.
Well, hoping that our Centers for Disease Control have not been infiltrated by communist Chinese, but you still can't trust anything they fucking say.
No. I mean, when's the best time to attack your fucking enemy? When they're not paying attention, when they're asleep, when they think you're friends.
Very, very, very good
That's the
meeting.
best time to do
Total
it.
unanimity with all the European
But
leaders. We'll talk about it
he's
later.
talking about
Thanks.
sending troops to the guy asked him about sending troops to the Ukraine, and it looks like he just
Why are you sending 8,500
like-
troops to Ukraine, possibly?
yeah, why are you sending 8,500 troops to Ukraine possibly? And then Biden starts giggling like, oh, this motherfucker really brought that shit up right now. Like,
Will you take questions on inflation then?
will you take questions on inflation then?
That's a great asset. More inflation.
I will.
It's a great asset. More inflation, he says. It's a great asset. More inflation, you stupid son of a bitch.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
Why would you try to say it quietly? He changed his whole tone like he was whispering at him into a microphone. Oh my God. The fucking people that we choose instead of Trump. You know what I mean? Like, he literally got voted in because Democrats didn't want to see Trump in there again. If you still believe in the voting process.
Difficult too, but
Yeah. I think it's just his turn. It's, you know what? We had one fucking reality show idiot in there. Let's put in this fucking actual idiot inside and see what happens. That's hilarious.
the absolute perfect Webster's definition of a career politician here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, literally like 90% of his entire life is scripted. Everything that he does, he's got to read off of a fucking piece of paper somewhere.
You know, if it weren't for the actual illness involved with the corona situation, it would be such a fucking laughable thing with everything going on.
Well, see, my theory on that, though, is... Hold on one second.
One Mississippi.
You got it. So my whole thing on that, what were we saying? Sorry.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't pay attention to you.
No, I know, but what was you just talking about?
The fact that if it weren't for the illness, the coronavirus would be a big fucking
Oh, that.
joke.
Okay, yeah. So that it's taken out of proportion. When people say that it's fake and all that shit, they're not saying this is a hoax. They're not actually saying that it's fake. They're saying that this is just a hoax. They're putting a fucking, the regular flu that everybody fucking gets all the fucking time. They're just putting new variants. There's new variants out now, and they're calling it a corona, and Omicrons and Decepticons and all that shit. They're just giving them different names. But it is a hoax. I mean, go ahead.
I still get a kick out of the CDC coming out saying, well, you only need to quarantine for 5 days when you're asymptomatic. In the hospital,
Yeah.
people going like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, see, and that's the whole thing. Like, that's their power. The CDC and the WHO and all these shits, their power is that they have people convinced that these organizations are smarter than us. So we listen to these organizations when they come on the TV or when they release an article or when they say something, we're supposed to listen. But now they're in a position at where even the dumbest of us, like, you don't make sense. Like, so we're questioning everything. So I don't know how well if this was all planned and if this was all for a power play and all that shit. I don't know. It might backfire. Enough people get on board with questioning their actions. Might backfire on them.
I don't see it. People are not paying that much fucking attention anymore. I don't think. Something sure has got their ass buried in the fucking sand. Their head. With their heads up their asses and both buried in the sand.
They got a bunch of sand up their ass and then put their head up there. That could be the case as well. But what I'm thinking is that this is just, you got to think, everything that they've done, everything, let's assume here, let's go back into our hypothetical universe. The more and more shit, if they didn't get away with something, it's all fucking hinged on whether or not they get away with it. Fucking JFK thing. If somebody found out or leaked that fucking Lyndon B. Johnson had something to fucking do with it or something, you know what I mean? Like, it would be a catastrophe. They would have got caught and it would have been over with. What would have been the consequences? Probably nothing. Who knows? But all this is just pretty much they're just taking shots in the dark. Like, oh, I think America's stupid enough to where this will work now. Let's throw this out there and see if it works. And I think this one they might be getting caught on.
I did see where the Supreme Court said that OSHA couldn't mandate employers getting their people to have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck that.
Well, I mean, everybody. If you're a celebrity, look at Eric. They're trying to ruin fucking Eric Clapton and say how he's fucking uh racist and fucking crazy, letting out new coronavirus uh conspiracy theories. I got an article on that right now.
Right now, the latest I've seen is Joe Rogan versus Neil Young.
Oh yeah, because Neil Young is saying to get the vaccines, and Joe Rogan saying that if you're young and healthy, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Neil Young saying, well, if he's going to be on Spotify, you can't have me on there. Take my shit down. And they're like, Joe Rogan's got like 250 million followers, man. You don't.
You're not the Neil Young of old. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking Neil old now. No one gives a
Yeah,
fuck.
no kidding.
No one gives a fuck. To be honest with you, out of all the fucking songs in my mental library, I could tell you what, no name, something like that. And I don't even think that was Neil Young.
Uh, uh, I'm not a real fan of Neil Young, but
Nah.
he
He did
did
one
some
song
good
that made all
stuff.
the hillbillies mad. What was the song that he made that fucking Leonard Skinner got mad at him? That was one of
Southern
them.
Man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Leonard Skinner's like, hey, fuck you.
Ain't no Southern man want him around anyhow. Yes, it did. Something like that.
But they were respectful about it. You know, they called him Mr. Young.
Do you think that's where like rap beefs originated from? Were they the first beef?
Should have been you slimy Canadian prick.
Oh shit. All right, I got this thing. Hold on, man, because everyone's attacking Clapton now. There's a new segment. Imagine that we had production value and people that gave a fuck, and a big sign came up right now. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, attacking Clapton. That's a new segment. Clapton's COVID vaccine conspiracies mark a sad final act. Literally, literally, all he's saying is the shit that we've been saying. Listen, so I don't know if they're gonna get into it in the article. Haven't read it yet. But
This will be
he
good.
he took the vaccine, right? Because he heard all the propaganda and everything was going to be all right, and it's safe for everybody to take. And then he had a like 2 week bout where his hands were fucking numb, and he was afraid that he was never going to play again. And he started telling people that in real time, you know what I mean? And then fucking afterwards telling people don't get the vaccine, it's a bad idea, fuck this shit, everything that everybody else is saying. And they're saying that he's a crazy old man now, and it's
Well,
a
this is
sad
back
final
to
act.
the. This is just more of the whole idea of cancel culture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. In this fucking day and age that we're in, you can't say shit on the internet. Or if you have said shit on the internet, it may come back to fucking haunt you. But
Well, if we ever become relevant, we are fucked.
I think that yeah, right. I think that they are trying to imply senility in him, though.
They're trying to imply probably anything that'll stick.
Yeah. Um.
And he's got to be damn near the fucking 100. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's why he said he originally took it because he was up there in age and he was concerned. He's lucky that shit didn't kill him, like it has some people, but they don't talk about. I don't know. I think the coronavirus proper has killed more people than the coronavirus vaccines at this point. Anyway,
well,
I don't know how to. I
I'm a
don't
little
know.
curious why they chose to include Clapton himself as admitted to being an arrogant, immature blues purist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back in the day, most of us lead guitar players were that
Of course. Of course.
because that's what you study to learn to do the job.
That's where it came from. Yeah. Any rock riff that you hear now came from the blues originally. Anything. Anything at all. And I agree with that 100%. Um, but they are time when fans were scrawling Clapton as God. They're trying to fucking say that he's crazy. Um, and he left both John Mayall's Blues Breakers and the Yardbirds in the lurch before global superstardom with Cream and the career-defining magnificence of Layla and other assorted love songs. What came after that can now be seen as a long, slow decline, culminating in a series of self-inflicted wounds regarding COVID-19 since last year. Self-inflicted wounds regard. So he's fucking. They're saying that he got traumatized from the COVID fucking vaccine. Um,
Really, they talk about the classic songs, but yet his biggest hit ever was one done in after his kid died, "Tears in Heaven."
yeah, yeah. It actually stopped me from trying to learn how to fly. Eric Clapton could have saved my life in one way or the other. But nah, he was way famous way before that.
Right, but he's also extremely successful well after what the fuck they're talking about because Layla
Oh
was like
yeah, yeah,
70.
yeah. I get what you're saying now. He didn't like that wasn't all he was known for. He was still an old man fucking playing I mean, he's still out there touring and people are buying his tickets. So yeah, he just hasn't had anything. Well, I don't know if we should play that new song that he's got. I had to go dive deep into Clapton when I started looking into this shit. And he does have an anti-COVID song or this has got to stop. It's that type of shit. It's kind of funny. It's like all the complaints that we would have. It's the boomers anthem. It's the boomers anthem.
Well, when I was learning guitar and growing up, most guitar players studied Hendrix. I
Yeah,
never cared for Hendrix that much because of the noise. I studied Clapton.
yeah, yeah. Less distortion.
Less
And
fuck ups too.
yeah, but you
If
gotta
you
you
listen,
gotta you gotta forgive Jimmy though, man. He was high on heroin all the time and
if you
pills.
ever listen to Hendrix's stuff live, man, he was sloppy as fuck.
And he was playing with his left hand, wasn't it? Or is that Prince?
Jimmy played left.
Yeah, yeah. He's playing a left-handed. He was playing a right-handed guitar, left-handed. Didn't he play the guitar upside down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he also had some that were lefties.
I don't know. I
Don't get me
question all
wrong,
of
I
our legends.
appreciate Hendrix.
But yeah, but I understand, but I'm sticking to my statement. Now you got to question all the legends. Were they really as great as the studio? You heard that fucking song that I the fucking early watch intro, new watch intro, fucking, studio can make a motherfucker that sucks sound amazing.
Yes, but that wasn't so fucking easy to do back in 1963.
Bullshit. They still had magic. They didn't have auto tuning and shit like that, but they still had magic in that studio.
Not much.
They she squeaked here so we can fucking change this up, lower
No,
this, a little higher. They didn't have soundboards.
not much. That was back when they were fucking recording on 2-track.
Okay, yeah. It
The
is a lot.
Beatles finally upped it to 4-track, and believe me, they worked fucking miracles with that.
It was, yeah. I'm kind of actually speaking more of the digital age, so yeah. Because the digital age is where the actual magic can happen. That where, you could add in echoes and all this other shit. And Yeah, yeah.
Well, you can, if you listen to just go through the Beatles catalog,
Nope.
you can hear the evolution of studio magic throughout that.
Oh yeah. Well, I could probably just do that and listen to one of their older songs and listen to one of their newer songs and hear the difference. What's the newest song the Beatles ever made in like the 90s or the fucking 60s or 70s?
Probably right around 70, something off of Abbey Road.
Yeah, because after Paul McCartney died in that car accident, didn't they broke up, right?
That would have been 66.
66. Oh yeah, that's right. They had the fake Paul McCartney in there for a couple of years, huh?
Listen to like Lennon do Twist and Shout, and then fuck, I can't think of the goddamn name of it now.
Every rose has its thorn. Well, you think of that. This spring, he said in videos posted on a friend's YouTube channel that scientific studies, expert opinions, and public health recommendations extolling the importance of vaccines were propaganda, and most recently doubled down by vowing he wouldn't perform to what he termed discriminated audiences, which is like when he was mad because he had a fucking tour too that he planned out for like over a year and it got canceled because of COVID or whatever. Um, so yeah, I guess the clap man is crazy. Eric Clapton is a bad person who has remained a bad person even after making a whole bunch of faux apologies for being a bad person those other times. Oh,
Oh, really?
yeah, that's what somebody said in a tweet. But many fans still seem to have been caught by surprise in a lengthy piece this month by David Brown in Rolling Stone, which has treated the artist with reverence for more than half a century. Clapton is painted as a conspiracy peddler of the highest order and a racist of the lowest. He's been so relentless with this vax stuff, Brown told me. It's been a year now of making statements and videos, and he hasn't let up. And after a while, it became a question of what's going on here? He's trying to he found out facts. Oh, they got a song at the bottom. He found out facts, and not being the lowest scumbag form of celebrity and actually being somewhat of a human being still, fucking told people. I'll tell you what, not all superheroes wear capes, and not all good guys are nice. Just because I'm an asshole doesn't mean that I won't fucking save you if something's going on and you need help. Or help you or something, you know what I mean? I doesn't even gotta be as detrimental as save you, but
On the other hand, it does mean exactly that if it's me.
yeah, well, Tony's older. You don't ask Tony for help. That'd be dumb anyway. Why would you ask somebody for help that, kind of needs help?
You know, the thing is, I love the whole racist thing. You know, how many of the old black blues guys did Clapton get out on the road making real fucking money?
Well, I think that he was dubbed a racist because he was saying something along the lines of like all of the immigrants in England need to go back to where they came from or something like that.
Fuck would he care about that? He don't live in England.
I don't know. He's saying something about the immigrants. Yeah, doesn't he live in California?
I don't.
Listen,
God.
Tony. Oh God, I just want to send this to you so we could react in real time. But look, in like 20 seconds you'll hear it. I'm trying to do it before we get copywritten. It's the start of his song. I'll play the first few seconds. It sounds like some shit. If I turn this down a little bit, it sounds like something I'd be listening to, like a waiting music on the phone.
This sign's gotta stop. Enough is enough. I can't take this BS any longer.
I can't take this BS any longer. He's also been helping to bankroll The Fringe, a UK-based group of anti-vax musicians jam for freedom.
Well,
Oh, shit.
this is just cancel, period.
Yeah, cancel culture for sure.
All right, for the Beatles thing, your assignment is to listen to the Twist and Shout,
Mm-hmm.
and then Come Together.
I'm gonna have to go into the middle of these here.
Probably want to do it on your own.
What do you mean? Michael Jackson's dead. Nobody could sue us. Who owns the Beatles right now? Sony probably, huh?
They own everything else.
Yeah, literally, I've noticed that. Any artist that's dead, Sony owns their shit. See, now that's the real Paul McCartney. And now what was the other one? Hey Jude? Come Together.
Come Together.
I like Aerosmith's version of Come Together better. Oh, see? They're the Come Together. Now when they got the fake Paul McCartney in here, it's all animated videos. All right, here's something live. Let's go watch these.
Well, you got to figure they didn't do anything after like mid '66, I think. They stopped doing live stuff.
Yeah, that's just John Lennon by himself.
And it ain't so much telling about studio magic if you're listening to fucking live recordings.
What's the fucking, I know what it's called too, but it's the walkie-talkie effect. It's way more crisp.
Yeah, they pulled the masters out and kind of threw digital shit.
Listen, that was way better. Okay, that was live. I thought that was one of those videos where it was live, but they played the track in the back. See, the drums aren't as crisp. Everything. And I'm telling you, they put an effect in Come Together. They put some kind of effect over John Lennon's voice too. For sure, for sure.
I was probably using a flanger on it.
Does that make it sound like a walkie-talkie?
Kind of.
Then that's what the fuck it was. Here it is. But yeah, wasn't Paul McCartney was in Cream too?
No.
The fake one was? Fake Paul
No.
McCartney? Who what? Who? I thought it was like
Cream is Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce, and Ginger Baker.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was some kind of a fucking damn Yankee situation where a bunch of people came together in one group. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think Eric Clapton is saying anything that we don't fucking say.
Well,
Unless
because
he's on,
he has a fan base, they're gonna fucking attack him.
unless he's on Twitter, like the Jews run everything and they have all the money And what they do is want more shekels from the COVID vaccines. That might be over the line. And
I
they
would say
steal your
because he's
change.
probably got more money than most Jews.
They steal your change. And they're the reason for the decline of society. Something like
I
that.
would think people of his era would be a lot more anti-German than anti-Jew.
You know, I was kicked out of Cream because I was very vocal of the fact that Hitler was right.
I mean, all those fuckers were actually in London when it got bombed.
Your American forefathers were British, so by 6 degrees of separation, you're all British and we're all brothers from other mothers.
Please don't do that. That's awful.
If I die, the Jews killed me.
Now you went to the Aussie Clapton.
Yeah. Listen, I was trying to do his fucking. I was look this morning, right about 6:30. I was up trying to do an Eric Clapton impression, and it's hard. It's hard. It was very low. I don't know what's going on with the world today. I just know that the Jews are in charge of everything.
Look, you're going to do Eric Clapton voice. All you got to do is say cocaine.
Cocaine.
No, he doesn't sing in a Brit accent.
Listen, I want everybody to know out there that this is propaganda. This is propaganda, and don't listen.
And why are you hacking on Clapton? Are you on their side now, you turncoat prick?
No, I'm saying unless he said something along these lines. I don't see what
That kind of loses meaning when that's what you said 15 minutes ago, but you're still going on to what these lines are. You know, these guys don't have that long of a fucking attention span.
The Holocaust wasn't real. It wasn't real. It was a story. Oh, God. Yeah, leave Eric Clapton alone.
It's tough to deny the bulldozers pushing fucking dead bodies into a pit.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the fucking funniest. Well, not funniest, but that's one of the
And
most.
clearly, they were circumcised.
Yeah, but they were. But anyway, that was a ridiculous conspiracy theory, though. It was fun trying to prove it right, but you know, very crazy and out there. What else we got here? This has gotta stop. Song stuck in my head now.
God, I think the last Eric Clapton cover song I did was Bad Love.
Yeah, never heard of it. I only know the hits.
Oh, it was kind of a hit in the God, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I shot the sheriff. Yeah, I'm looking at the comments now. Sorry, guys, I'm a little off.
I hated that song.
Why not? Why? What?
I'm not a Bob Marley fan.
No, from fucking Clapton.
Bob Marley wrote it.
Clapton did it also, though.
I don't like the damn song. I don't give a shit who does it.
What about Bell Bottom Blues? Don't make me cry. You don't like that one either?
Bell Bottom Blues is fine.
Okay. I'm about to say now who's the commie now? Yeah, thanks, Gunmetal Guy. 5 watching and 1 like. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. I see you out there talking about Clapton. You love this shit. Oh yeah, that's oh yeah. And also the government killed JFK and 9/11 was an inside job.
So it's Conspiracy Theory Wednesday.
Why not? Why not? We'll
I don't give
do
a shit.
we'll do it all in Clapton's voice. Now, let's talk about the Foley conspiracy.
Now,
We
see,
had
if you'd picked another of my guitar heroes with the Holocaust denier part, I could buy it.
who, Hendrix? Come on, man.
No,
Come on,
Ace
man. You
Frehley.
know that motherfucking ain't no motherfucking Jews going no motherfucking ovens. That was Jimi
No,
Hendrix.
not Hendrix. Ace Frehley.
Ace Frehley.
Yeah,
Oh, that talk like this. He kind of talk like this, don't it?
talks like a fucking New Yorker,
Kind of like this. Kind of like this. Kind of like a retired New Yorker.
except he's got a pretty high voice.
Kind of like a retired New Yorker. You guys see how they kicked me out of Kiss? I was getting too drunk in the studio. Fucking
And
Gene.
they didn't like, the two Jews didn't like the Nazi walking around in his fucking Nazi outfit.
Hey, if I want to wear my memorabilia regalia, I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
Where the hell do you think the lightning bolt shaped S's come from?
Yeah, no, yeah. I, I thought it was thunder, lightning.
That's
uh,
fucking SS S's.
yeah, but they kept the same outfit after he left, though, ain't it?
No,
Whoever the next
they
Starman
brought it.
was.
They brought it back a lot later.
Well,
The second or third time he left, yeah, they just kept it because they're like, "Fuck you."
the real reason they kicked him out was because the swastika on his chest.
No, I think he was onto it the first time. He was fucking drunk all the time.
Mm, that was it. He was fucking always drunk. The WHO has been infiltrated by Chinese communists, so you can't wait. The WHO has been infiltrated by the Chinese communists, so you cannot trust anything they say.
So throw away your pinball wizard record, boys.
Yeah, I used to like them a lot. Wonderful Tonight's a good one. That is a good one. Elton John, George Harrison, Sting, and Eric Clapton and the Beach Boys did songs for the Lethal Weapon 1, 2, and 3.
All them guitar bits you hear in Lethal Weapon are Clapton.
Yeah. Elton John's not even gay. I remember before he said he was gay. He just created that persona so people would leave him alone. Conspiracy Clapton. Back in action. Um,
We go somewhere else.
yes, speaking of shit, I don't got nothing. Speaking of gun news, I guess. Good segue. Great segue. Good job, Jimmy. In gun news, Silicon Valley, Silicon Valley City just voted to institute first in the nation gun ownership requirements. Wow.
Reliability.
Wow. To adopt the first in the nation ordinance requiring most gun owners to pay a fee and carry liability insurance. Damn. Well, I mean, I think most of us should have that already covered, right? USCCA or something like that.
It's not liability insurance.
That's not liability. Oh, yeah, huh? No. No shit. I think didn't Chris Rock had a joke about that too? Make every bullet $100. So that way, fucking, if you shoot somebody, they really deserved it. I think that's what they're trying to do here.
No, they're not. They're trying to get people to say it ain't worth your fucking own gun.
Carry liability insurance on their so would the insurance then would be on their gun?
Well, yeah, you got to pay insurance in case that gun accidentally escapes the locking safe and vault you have to keep it in California and runs out and does mass killing.
See, some of
Or
this
killing.
shit I just don't fucking like. It's so ridiculous that we have to stay on top of whatever the antis are doing, because if not, they're gonna squeak little fucking faggot shit in like this. Like, what the fuck? This is the most retarded shit that I've ever heard in my life.
And the pro-gun politicians reply,
Oh, you're a racist.
can't do
You're a racist. Shut up, sir.
no, can't do this because you shouldn't force anybody to have to pay for a right.
Well, yeah, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I'm appalled right now. I don't even fucking. And they spent ahead of the vote. Democratic Mayor Sam Liccardo estimated that San Jose residents incur about $442 million in gun-related costs each year. Certainly, the Second Amendment protects every citizen's right to own a gun. It does not require taxpayers to subsidize that right. Cardo said Monday at a news conference. Mass shootings impelled Ricardo to push the fee and insurance initiatives. Why? Listen,
So,
hold on. Our fucking, are people that are shooting people, whether it be a teenaged kid or a fucking gangbanger or a fucking crazy fucking person, are any of these motherfuckers, like, what the fuck is a fee and an insurance gonna stop this? It's only going to stop. This is the same fucking shit that I've been saying. All these laws, all of this, everything. The only thing that it's going to fucking stop is legal gun owners from doing shit. Like you said, Tony, fuck it. It ain't worth it. Fuck it. Why do this? All that's going to do is push an incentive to people that are legal, fucking upstanding fucking citizens. The murderers
I,
and the criminals don't give a shit about the fee because they're probably not paying the fucking fee.
I I see this as they're trying to penalize all gun owners for what a few do.
Of course. Of course. That is what it is. And you fucked it up for everybody else type of situation. But
And
it's not going to help though. Why? How do they get into their mind that this is going to help? If they,
it, it causes less people to want to have guns, and therefore less guns, they win.
yeah, less legal citizens, but there's still going to be guns out there being able to be acquired. Every
That ain't the way they view the world.
I mean,
These idiots fucking truly believe that if they banned guns, everybody would turn them in except for the couple.
nah, because what about people that are crooked that are in the military? What about people that are crooked and that are cops? Guns are still going to get out.
That's only a couple of people, though.
A
All
couple,
the honest citizens would turn theirs in, which
please.
in itself does not make any fucking sense whatsoever. The people who ain't out there committing crime
Are the
turn
ones that
their
are going
guns
to,
in and ain't gonna solve a fucking thing.
yeah, except for it's gonna bring up the fucking, well, no, it might bring it down because they don't have guns. I'm going to say it'll bring down the crime rate because all the fucking people will be dead. Murder rate will be up a little bit, but those numbers could be fudged. They've been fudged before. We could fudge them again. This is just ridiculous shit to me. 52% of Americans polled late 2021 said laws covering the states of firearms should. I'm sorry, excuse me. Polled in late 21 said laws covering the sales of firearms should be stricter, and the lowest number Gallup has measured in the question since 2014. 52% said that the laws covering the sales of firearms should be stricter. How much more stricter can they be? You go through the fucking, even though I say that the ATF is useless and all that shit, as phone answerers and keyboard typers, they're a great organization. You fucking call them up, you give them the fucking customer's name and all their information. They look them up through a database and see if they've committed any felonies or fucking crazy crimes throughout the entirety of their life. It's a federal search. It's not a search like it's a fucking liquor store job where they see if you've done anything bad since you've been an adult. These motherfuckers are federal searches. They go all the way back. This
The
isn't a
thing
pussy
is,
pissant fucking search.
the vast majority of these people who say that these gun control laws should be quote unquote stricter, or to buy the guns should be stricter, laws to buy guns, have never bought one.
Well, yeah, that I
They
could
don't have
see that.
no fucking idea what's involved.
I could definitely see that, and I'm sure I know we've talked about that type of shit in the past before. But that's majority of the people that are anti-gun are people that have never even bought a gun. Probably some of those people that are scared to shoot guns. You ever watch those? I took a fucking liberal to the gun range, or I took somebody for the first time to the gun range. I,
I
listen,
have.
it's the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever seen in my life because you can't. I mean, if they're willing to go, if they want to go, and that's something that they want to do, then absolutely, yeah. But it's just like quitting smoking or quitting drinking or quitting dope or whatever. If you don't want to do it yourself, it's meaningless. It doesn't matter. So if these motherfuckers that are anti-gun don't want to fucking actually do this themselves, they're just doing it for your views and for their views or for whatever, no lessons are going to get learned. It's a useless fucking piece of shit fucking waste of time. All they're going to do is go back and write an article. What was that one guy that went to go shoot an AR-15 and said that he
Oh,
caught PTSD?
PTSD.
Yeah, he caught PTSD. You don't get the fuck out of here. So I mean, I don't know. The It's just like what I was kind of getting to last week when I was saying there's three kinds of people. There's us, there's pro 2A, there's anti or pro infringement, and then there's fucking the third person that thinks we're all retarded. You know, it's just gonna be a fucking ever going loop. But the fucking catch 22 of it all is that we do actually have to pay attention. Otherwise, they're gonna get through little fucking bullshit Friday fucking evening laws like this. Well, this was actually on a Tuesday, but I think you guys know what I mean. But they get those Friday evening when everybody doesn't give a fuck and they get these laws and they pass them through because no one's paying attention. So we do have to pay attention. But god damn, I can't believe this shit, man.
Well, this has been tossed out at the federal level too.
Well, there may be some good news. Well, let's see. A gun rights group has threatened to sue. Under San Jose's measure, gun owners would be charged an annual $25 fee directed to a nonprofit set up to distribute funds to gun crime prevention of gun violence. Nonprofit, the bottom of my balls, I say. The measure also would require gun owners to obtain liability insurance that will cover damage caused by their weapon. People who fail to comply are subject to fines and could have firearms impounded, subject to a due process hearing, the ordinance says. What the fuck? So never mind. Thought there was good news. Um, that's crazy. $25 fee annually, $25. They seen how much fucking gun owners there were in San Jose, and they were like, hey, $25 times fucking a million, that's pretty good, eh?
Uh,
And then they could put out a bullshit study by the CDC or one of their own bullshit organizations and then pocket the rest of their money. Wow.
And fucking liability insurance is ruining this fucking country.
Oh
Really.
yeah, don't get me started on the insurance and then the people who have stocks. Well, I don't even know if it's called stocks when you are invested in insurance companies. I don't know, but that's the only thing that I'm familiar with is stocks. So let's just say stocks, but especially when you have stock in a fucking insurance company, like they're probably making millions, millions.
Well, you know they're making billions, if not trillions.
Well, I'm just talking about this one fucking San Jose. They're government people and this is crazy. This is crazy to me. And what's even crazier is how we haven't seen fucking through it yet. Well, I mean, I know a lot of us have, but a majority of at least a vocal fucking majority. I don't know, man. This shit is
I mean,
fucking nuts to me. I like literally actually got pissed off for a second here.
liability insurance and other types of insurance like USCCA are a legalized pyramid scheme. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Except there's really no promise of payout at the end.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, of course not. I mean, they bank on people fucking, not lasting long enough to collect. There is no payout, either way, as a matter of fact.
I mean, I had a wreck when I was in my early 20s without insurance, and I had to pay for that motherfucker myself. Significantly cheaper than I've paid since then in insurance.
Oh yeah, yeah, but I mean,
Much
still, I don't know.
less.
I don't know. What I do know is that this is fucking another. You have to look at every single law that's passed, whether it be federal, whether it be municipal, whether it be statewide, whatever. If you start, I did this, and it made me cynical, and we're gonna talk about that more in a little bit though too. But it kind of made me cynical because you see this fucking shit, or maybe not cynical, nihilistic. I guess I don't know, but you see that it literally doesn't matter. The government does what they want to do, and oh yeah, that's the point I was gonna make. They do what they want to do, and you could tell by all these laws that they pass. If you look at them, every single thing at the end of the day has something to do with them making money. They're not passing laws that they're not making money off of. There may be some bullshit here and there, but there's not one fucking educational tax, fucking highway tax, fucking whatever tax. There's not one thing that they're doing that they're not making money off of one way or another. And I think all of us as adults know that the word nonprofit means literally exactly the opposite.
I got a little assignment for you.
Yes.
Look into what politicians own stock in mask companies like 3M.
That's a good one. Is that public information?
No idea.
I wonder if maybe Eric Clapton probably has a tweet about that somewhere. They all own stock in 3M. Oh, this has been looked up before a lot. Politicians that own stock in Pfizer, that a politician owned by big pharma, owned by corporations, owning media, owned businesses. Let's see.
My thought is that stuff like 3M might slip under the radar.
At least 75 lawmakers held shares of the COVID-19 vaccine makers Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer in 2020. Rand Paul revealed Wednesday that his wife bought stock in Gilead. They're going a lot into Rand Paul. Senators allegedly dumping stocks as the market tanks. Richard Burr, Republican from North Carolina, is under particular scrutiny after Senator of Representative Politics ProPublica reported he sold between $628,000 fucking dollars in stock. Oh my God. Eric Swalwell falsely says Mitch McConnell. We're a mess. We'd have difficulty getting Americans. The secret absurd world of coronavirus mask traders. The federal governments and states have fueled unregulated mask trade, but the labs exist only in stock art chosen for the website. Oh, no, that's not stock what we're talking about.
So they're wanting to have regulations for masks, I see.
Yes. Yes.
I got a real kick out of the guys in a year or so ago that started cutting up women's underwear and making masks out of them. You know, they're already shaped right. They're pretty clever.
Yeah. Oh man. This is fucking insane to me. This is insane to me. I'm clicking off of here. Oh my goodness. Um, Movie of the week.
The Mountain Men.
This week I got a trilogy. What's The Mountain Man?
I don't want to hear your fucking movies a week.
I
They
never
suck.
watched it. My movies of the fucking week. This trilogy is the fucking best trilogy ever.
I doubt it.
The Mariachi trilogy. Mariachi,
All right.
Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
I'll give you that 2 of those movies are very good.
Okay, Mariachi is a little bit fucking slower, and it's a little bit kind of pretty much just Desperado, but it's in there, and I could still sit back and
I
watch
own
all.
it.
Oh yeah, okay. I could still sit back and watch all 3 of them like it's nothing.
Now, if you take the mariachi off of that, just throw in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Listen, after a while, it took me a while to admit this to myself, but Once Upon a Time in Mexico is probably my favorite of the 3.
But right, that's the third one of those.
Yeah.
All right, what's the one with Clooney and Tarantino with all the vampires?
Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn. If you add that to those other 2, you'd have a great trilogy.
Oh,
Even though the only thing that they have in common is Mexico.
yeah, but you know how they're doing like the Marvel people and all that shit? That would be kind of cool if they were all in like the same universe. There are vampires. Look out, George Clooney. I will save you.
I mean, well, maybe it's just because Selma Hayek danced on that stage then, too, that brings me to tie them together.
Oh my God, you just blew my fucking mind. What if in Dusk Till Dawn, fucking the mariachi went looking for Selma Hayek and she turned into a fucking vampire queen? And then he met George Clooney and fucking Quentin Tarantino in Mexico and then did his Desperado shit. But that would be fantastic. I'm watching that movie in my head right now. Sit down, gringo. I will tell you how to take care of Dispatch the Vampire. Then I do the mariachi music. Okay. Now back to Mountain Men. What is that?
That is very early 80s or maybe even 79 movie with Brian Keith and Charlton Heston as fur trapper.
As trappers?
Yeah,
You broke up. I didn't hear you.
it's Brian Keith and Charlton Heston as fur trappers back in the fur trapping days, 1830s ish.
So fur trapping is pretty much just hunting animals for their fur, right?
Actually, for the most part, this was beaver and buffalo.
Beaver and buffalo.
Yeah,
So what?
but
I'm saying though, what is the process? I know you don't just shave them.
you skin them, dry the skin, and sell it. They take it somewhere and make hats out of it.
I know, but are they murdering these animals in the movie?
I see them chewing on some, but I don't know that they ever got one.
Then how the fuck do they trap fur?
They weren't trapping fur in the movie. They were just fur trappers. It's like a lot of things in life. You don't really ever succeed at what you want to do.
Oh,
But you do get an Indian squaw, and you fight her ex to the death. You're some French sick fucker eating coyote.
when the squaw turns into the eagle, the white man will run.
There was one of those run scenes in that movie.
Sometimes a squaw turns into a rhinoceros, and that is when we run.
When the squaw turns into a mother,
When the
then
squaw
you know
bears the
you
baby.
fucked up. It is a good movie, though.
I'm gonna check it out. Is it an action movie?
Uh, Somewhat. Have you ever seen Jeremiah Johnson?
Nope.
Good Lord.
I seen Jim Cotta.
I ain't seen that. Did you see The Revenant?
The Leonardo DiCaprio version where the bear fucked him. Yeah.
Similar idea, only way
No
less
bear rape.
Hollywood.
Less bear rape.
Uh, yeah, there's not much in the way of bears in the mountain. There is in Jeremiah Johnson. The whole point of the movie is just a guy alone in the woods. Which is what I'm shooting for.
You're gonna be a guy alone in the woods.
I ain't sure how alone I'm going to be, but yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I got a wife, I got to take her.
Yeah. Yeah, you need something out there. Go crazy by yourself. Let me see. All right. Are we going into hold on a second. Please hold for
I don't know what the fuck we're going into. I didn't expect to be here.
when the devil turns into the white buffalo, we all run behind Monson. They actually they're fucking what's about to happen? But I'm gonna blind bet that Once Upon a Time in Mexico's better.
Then what?
Whatever the fuck we're talking. Fur trap. Mountain Man. I
Oh,
gotta
hell yes, it is.
write that down. Yeah.
Selma Hayek, and I've said.
Oh, I'm muted right now. Tony can't hear me, but you guys can hear me. Haha.
She is not in the mountain man.
Let's talk shit about Tony while he can't hear me. Oh, the mountain man. Ugh. Yeah. Salma Hayek is hot. With Charles Bronson. um, let's see. Are we going into our CCW topic?
Don't care.
Or are we going to talk about how Generation Z is ruining everything and millennials?
God, shit.
Flip a coin? Coin.
Heads.
Heads. Amen. All right, we're going to flip a peso. Heads is the $1. Or no, that's tails, right? So heads is the fucking eagle with the snakes, and tails is the one. It's
I
heads.
don't.
It's heads.
Okay.
So what did you pick?
I've already done enough bitching about culture, so let's do a CCW.
Okay. This one is for uh concealed carry for fats.
Ha.
Yeah. So we're going to let me show the article real quick here. Well, the Reddit post or whatever the fuck you want to
It's
call it.
gonna be difficult here because I ain't playing in that field.
No, but we want everybody's fucking opinion though, because you're like the fucking you're the skinny porridge. I'm the chunky porridge, and then there's the fat porridge. No, obese. I'm overweight for sure. I'm 212 pounds, so I'm overweight. But um, let's see here. IWB for bigger guys, inside the waistband for bigger guys. Can it actually be possible? Question mark. Every holster I've tried for inside the waistband isn't comfortable at all. I've tried a good 10 different brands, materials, even the fat guy holster wasn't good. Outside the waistband seems to be my only option. First of all, I want to say he's wearing it more from what it looks like to me. He's wearing it I mean, it's reversed it in the mirror, so it's probably the 6 o'clock position, but it looks like a 9 o'clock position. It's on his left side. But try if you're a lefty, what would it be? 12, 6, so it would be the 7 o'clock position. Try the 7 o'clock position right behind your love handle. That usually, because I wear mine at about the 4 o'clock position. So, you know.
See, I wear mine about 1:30.
So pretty much appendix carry.
Definitely.
He can't do that.
I can see that.
He can't do that. So yeah,
I
I
hate
don't know.
to I hate to point this out, but the most inside the waistband carry isn't all that comfortable.
No.
I mean, you learn to get by with it, but especially at first, it's really
Yeah, you have to. It's something that you definitely have to get used to. And I have always been. We've talked about this years ago when the micro nines and all this shit like really started becoming popular. And I've said this before. I don't like them. I don't like them not only because of the way that they shoot, but you know, comfortability. You are supposed to know that fucking gun is there. You're supposed to feel that motherfucker. Now, comfort comes with time, like we were saying. It's something that you got to get used to. It never gets comfortable, like, oh, I got my gun on and time to relax. It's never comfortable, but it shouldn't be. You should know that you have your gun on you. You should feel that motherfucker. Not to be sexist or anything like that. I know I play that part here every now and again, but I mean, it's a man's thing. It's a fucking tool that you have on you. And you're supposed to know it's there. It ain't supposed to be fucking comfortable. It ain't supposed to be fucking fun. It ain't supposed to be fucking whimsical. You got it in case anybody fucks with you or your family. Period. So it ain't
Generally,
about comfort.
when I'm carrying, I pretty much forget that I got it on.
I mean, look, I do too, unless I got to go sit down or something like that. But it's still, I know it's there. I know it's there.
Yeah, and that, it's like sticking a fucking brick inside your fucking belt. There's something there that is out of place.
Well, I showed you the gun I carry on fucking air. And that motherfucker is always resting at about 4:30. And that's what people here are saying too. Except for somebody said he's got some love handles and carrying in between 3 and 6 is my sweet spot for easy draw. See, even when I was like super skinny, fucking I don't know. I never liked the 3 and 6 o'clock position. It was just always like uncomfortable to go straight against my hip like that. I always reaching my arm back behind me was just always more of a fucking comfortable draw. I'm doing it right now as I talk. It was always a
Yeah, but
fucking more of a comfortable draw.
he said between 3 and 6, so that would be 4:30.
Yeah, that's where I carry.
I don't, because of my shoulders. I don't want to reach behind my back.
See, I feel like it's more of a strain on my shoulders to reach up on my side of my hip. I feel like that's more of a strain. But see where you're at the 130, I'm doing your draw right now. I mean, I don't know how you draw specifically, but I'm doing the draw I would do, and I'm not even using my shoulder until I lift it up and pull it out. Boom. Once I punch it out, that's when I'm using my shoulder.
See, I use that movement similar to that to piss at all times, so it's
Huh.
just muscle memory.
Punch it out. But yeah, I'll jump in on this. I carried 430 for a long time, which isn't small in the back. So I thought I was safe. I had a seizure with my gun on my hip, landed right and landed just right and caused a lot of damage. It could have been worse. If I listen, and I've heard this too about people with the smaller back carry, like slipping on ice and something like that. But come on, man, shit can happen no matter what. If you got it on the side of your hip, you might fall with your arm up or something like that, trying to catch a door and land right on your hip. That'll break your fucking hip or disloc. You know what I mean? Who knows? Like, there's
Most likely, if you fall with a gun in your fucking waistband anywhere, it's going to hurt.
yeah,
Now, if it's directly over your spine, it can do serious damage.
that that part, the smaller back carry, the fucking 6 o'clock, or not 6 o'clock, the fucking yeah, 6 o'clock. Sorry.
I would never suggest that particular carry, although I can see where it could be comfortable for some.
Yeah, yeah, and that's why. Okay, so I did get confused when I said 6. I was thinking of 9. I'm sorry, but yeah, still 6 o'clock. I could see that being dangerous, but I don't know, man. Like I said, like you said, you fall anywhere, you're gonna fucking feel that motherfucker. But I don't know.
I don't know. I'd say that for big guys who have fairly good sized belly, probably be better off to carry outside the band.
Ooh, that one. I was just about to exit out of this. He said, used to carry my Glock 19 at 6 o'clock, slipped on some icy brick steps, and landed about 4 feet lower directly on the slide. My legs stopped working for a good couple minutes, but I was able to get my shit together. Wasn't able to walk right for a couple weeks. Switched to, I'm assuming to, AIWB, and will never go back. Appendix inside the waistband. So he's appendix carrier now. But listen here, Glock 19, we're doing this for the fats. So
I initially started carrying outside the waistband at roughly 3 o'clock, and I couldn't make it past a fucking trailer at work or a goddamn doorway or anything without whacking the gun.
Yeah. I had that problem with an out. Well, you're talking about an outside the waistband, though, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I had that problem with an outside the waistband. That's when I was first fucking carrying when I was in Arizona and like actually like carrying my shit around. Um, yeah, I don't like open carry at all. But let's see. Is that possible? If you land on your shit and fuck up your back and lose your feelings in your legs for just is like temporary?
I don't.
I would figure if you fucking did that, you're fucked.
I suppose you could bruise the nerve.
Yeah, and it's got to heal over a couple weeks. Yeah,
I mean, that's the same idea as pressure.
pocket carry sucks. And I could imagine too, probably, if you're bigger, your pants being tighter and shit like that. So I don't know about pocket carry. That's probably a bad option.
I never cared for the idea of pocket carry because I got other shit I need to carry in my pocket.
Um, yeah, I'm just going through some of the comments, but yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know. Salma Hayek was hot. Old age is a cruel biatch. I don't know. You seen that movie with her and fucking Samuel L. Jackson? I mean, she's a pretty good looking old lady. Um, I wanted to try inside the waistband, but carry on when at home all the time, pants on, gun on. Absolutely. 265. I guess that makes me fatty. Yeah, I had to come to that realization. The old saying, a gun is comforting, not comfortable. You're goddamn right. Um, I don't do inside the waistband all that poking, pinching, rubbing. 3 o'clock leather outside the waistband, but then again, I make my own holsters. Oh yeah, well yeah, and then so I've seen some of the outside the waistband holsters too, where they don't actually like stick out. They're like pressed against your body, so if it's a thinner gun, it'll hide itself still. You could still hide outside the waistband. Who dares? Um, I'm considering a holster for cross draw because I wear a shirt untucked 90% of the day and chest holster when jacket wearing. Have a snap buttons on shirt that quickly pull apart. Um, yeah, yeah. Tony, weren't you trying to do cross draw or didn't you do cross draw or something like that? I remember you talking about it a while back.
I have thought about doing cross draw, but I'm concerned about the mobility in my shoulders. I do the shoulder rig, which is pulling it up across straight up out of the armpit,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's not comfortable.
yeah. I like the shoulder rig for like jacket carry and stuff like that. It's cool, but uh, yeah, I don't know, man. That fucking 430 never fails me. Never fails me.
The one thing about the appendix carry is it's easy to get with a gun either.
You broke up the whole thing you said. The thing
I
about
said
appendix carry?
the one thing I like about appendix carry is it's really easy to get to the gun with either hand.
Oh yeah, that too. Well, yeah, but there's also like no shoulder movement. I was just doing it right now and testing it, and like especially 130, you got to cant it a little bit.
Yes,
See, especially 130, there's like no. You can get it sitting down, you can get it standing up, you can get it whenever.
yeah, I can get it out in the car with a fucking seatbelt on.
Yeah, see, that's what it's yeah. So I could definitely see that being a positive. A few more reps on the sit-up bench, I'll be there.
Go, daddy, go.
All right, last topic of the day. Um, Millennials and Zoomers, Generation Z.
Oh,
Um,
hell, I was going to get out of that altogether by picking. What's
nah,
the point?
nah, nope, 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 no. But listen, well, I got videos too. I don't know if I'm gonna show videos, but maybe if we have enough time. If we don't, I'm not too mad about it. I don't really want to show the videos anyway. So anyway,
Go ahead. I'm going to be away from the mic a minute, but I'm not leaving.
okay. Um, yeah, let's show this one. This is the fucking millennials. How millennials are.
We gotta help.
Let's see. Let me turn my camera back on, or my thing back on. Here. This is my fucking thought when I think of millennials nowadays.
Listen up, you stupid slave. I'm gonna lay down some ground rules.
Why are you doing this?
Because I can. And it's fun.
By the way, how are you and Maria getting along?
Oh, yeah, just fine. Since you're as dumb as a donkey, might as well ride you like one.
Oh, God.
All right, son, I know you've been busy with school and that anti-bullying charity you've been working with.
Whatever,
So I
Beamer.
hired a house cleaner to tidy up after things. That way you can focus on your work.
Thanks, Dad. I mean, not like that I don't like doing dishes, but I'll think I'll let the housekeeper have some fun.
You deserve it. You've shown that you're a great kid. You've been getting great grades and working really hard.
Learned it from you, Dad.
Oh, I think that's her. Let me get it.
I don't think I can show this whole video. It's gonna get copyrighted. Okay, let's see the millennial plot. Dad leaves. Not the devil. Bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna go harass this Mexican. Oh, what a dirtbag. You're missing the fucking thing. Ay, Dios míos!
Listen up, you stupid slave. I'm gonna lay down some ground rules. First ground rule.
Did you see the beginning of it, at least?
Scene from Dad leaving until him being in the closet. Now he's out with a ball bat.
Okay. And he rides her like a donkey. I was just saying that's my thought process of how millennials are nowadays. Thought that was a hilarious video. Um, but now watching that video, how does movies, weird internet shit, music, media, etc., affect the kids? Now, see, we've talked about a long time ago about like generations and shit like that, and how you could look at the movies and you could look at music, and that's pretty much what's going on in real life, every generation. You had the hippie generation, fucking 80s, fucking club coke generation, fucking 90s, gangsters paradise generation, fucking 2000s, everybody's hopped up on dope, 2010s, everybody's hopped up on dope, 2020s, fucking teens and 20s, everybody wants to be a fucking girl that was born a boy, everybody wants to be a boy that was born a girl. Like, you see how all that shit, it's in the movies, it's in the music, and it's happening in real life.
There's a real simple dividing line here.
Mm-hmm.
If you are old enough to be a John Wayne fan, you are great. If not, you are condiment.
So I'm a kinda mad because I think I could beat up the Duke in his prime.
You're kind of mad because you're dumb enough to think that.
Yeah, I'll take him on. And I would say that both of us don't even gotta be in our primes. I'll take him in his prime and me right now, and that'd be it.
And after he got done wiping his ass with you, the rest of us would laugh.
A three-way fucking handicap with fucking John Wayne and Clint Eastwood. I'll run circles around them old men.
You said in their prime, you lying asshole.
Yeah, they're still old men to me. They had to go into their prime. Only old men need that stipulation. I'm gonna get into their head and fuck with them. That's how I'm gonna win. But nah, but seriously though, do you think that the state that our society is in right now, worldwide, damn near nationwide at least, it's affecting other countries too for sure. But I think that this shit is fucking the cause of media and shit like that.
Uh,
Has movies, has media, music, etc., all that shit, has that made our fucking kids stupider? Like as generations go on? Stupider ain't the right word. That's rude, but you know what I'm saying.
yes, it has. It's all tied fucking together.
It's all tied together, guys. You heard it here first. Um, there's pictures on Instagram. Oh yeah. For Mikey's holsters, they're on Instagram.
How, how
But
do you think the Me Too movement would have fared in, say, 1955?
1955, they would have fucking
Yeah,
all of the women that stepped up would have got a slap. Not a hard slap, but a stern slap. Calm down now, dame. You're going crazy.
sorry, I misspoke there. I didn't mean the Me Too movement. I meant transgender movement.
Oh, still. You're a boy, Harold. You were born a boy, you're gonna die a boy. You're not gonna come back and be a woman now. I like that.
First, Dad would let off with a slap upside the head and said, "That is dick,
Yeah.
boy."
Don't make me chain you to the radiator like I had to do to your mother last week. She learned her lesson. I want you to learn yours.
I don't know how the fuck you ever escaped Chicago.
On a bullet train. Bullet train out in the desert.
Well played.
Yeah, I tried. How are we down to 3 viewers? Because we started talking about weird shit. I got 5 on my counter, but we got weird shit. Um, Tony is the man, and his analysis is spot on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the John Wayne bit there.
Oh, I thought he was talking about you agreeing that I'm awesome.
No.
um.
But you
Uh,
think about it. You look at the movies that John Wayne did.
hmm
Generally,
Yeah, generally,
yeah,
general.
they are fairly whitewashed for the most part. The good guy's the good guy, the bad guy's the bad guy. Uh, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You start getting into the spaghetti western Clint Eastwood stuff, it's not so straightforward.
How so? You said good, bad, and ugly was pretty well. You talking about like a convoluted story, like a plot,
The
like
good, you take the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they're basically him and Tuco are swindling all these little law enforcement agencies out of money by turning the guy in and then shooting him down from the hangman's rope.
yeah, but that was pretty straightforward.
It's not pretty straightforward, as in good guy, bad guy.
Oh well, that okay, yeah. I now I know what you're saying, and you're right. You're right. What is the most?
And I fear to see what you'd see in the movies today. You know, you have fucking TV shows like, what was that? Where that dude was a serial killer, but he was the hero in the movie.
Dexter.
Dexter?
Dexter. Yeah, the fuck. They just made another season about him. It was super disappointing and horrible. The ending was. It was a good season. But yeah, what about it?
I mean, that just seems kind of a silly ass notion for a hero.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, but the thing is though is that it constantly contradicts itself, which is like kind of how things are nowadays. But yeah, he justifies his shit saying that he's a fucking killer, and it gets really fucking it gets really convoluted. But it is ridiculous though.
Now look, gunmetal guy. I am not one that thinks that needle on a record is the way to go. Really don't. CDs and digital music sound better.
Yeah, yeah, we've been over that. Remember where I took
Stick
you for a
shift,
vinyl
yes.
guy?
I of my kids, I taught the eldest to drive. The others didn't really have much interest in it. But I her first car was a stick. And to learn how to drive it, I took her out in my little Escort. Said, "This is how you put in first gear and take off. On the gear shift, there's where the rest of the gears are. Go drive it until you figure it out."
Yeah,
And she did.
I mean that's shit. That's really how it is, though. I mean, life should be. That's how you learn the best. Trial by fire. Oh, this doesn't work, so I got to do this. This doesn't work, so I got to do this. Better make this work, or it's gonna be catastrophic. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
I mean, I simplified that quite a bit. I taught her how to use the clutch and take off.
Well, of course, yeah, but still, nonetheless,
Appropriate
once you know the
shifted
basics,
gears.
once you know the basics, get the fuck out of here, and you know you got to learn how to do it.
Yeah, it's just do it. Learn by doing.
Um,
Well, where I was kind of leading with all that is that the twisted media, be it movies, TV, news, whatever, as society has gone on, I didn't want to say move forward because I don't really see it that way, uh, is evident in the difference between, like, even to the point of from like John Wayne movies of the late 50s and early 60s to High Plains Drifter.
mm,
And it has gone dramatically farther than that. I mean, although I think Unforgiven probably isn't a great example because they were really trying to make a statement about some things there that I don't think it made it on, but kind of hurt the movie anyway.
yeah.
You know what they should have did at the end of that movie is have Clint Eastwood hook up with that scarred whore and take her home as a mother to the kids.
You learn them good. I agree with the John Wayne scenario breakdown. It was once okay to be good and bad. Now it's sexy to be in the middle, not clear cut. That is the culture. Yeah. And see, and I blame that on like media and music and shit like that too. Is like it's like, you know, you get to be a badass is the fucking way to go and shit like that. There is no good guy, there is no bad guy, you know. It's just me being a badass. That's that's what it is nowadays, man. Yeah, I hate
That
that
was
chat too sometimes. Huh?
pretty common in youth way back too. I mean, even in the
Reb
40s and 50s.
being a rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah, until that rebel comes upon a fucking really rough situation, and then you decide what you are right then and there. Are you really a
Yeah, he
rebel, or are
decides
you?
he's a girl.
Yeah, are you really a rebel, or are you sharing? You know?
Do you want your mommy?
Yeah, go on your mommy, pussy. Well, nothing wrong with that. I'll defend a pussy. Being yourself is the key to me. I don't know how everybody else works, but being yourself is the key to me. I've been friends and gotten along with all different types of people, from nerds to queers to fucking everybody, anybody, even women. But fucking when you lie about shit and when you want to act like something that you ain't or be something that you ain't or something like that, that's what pisses me off. And that's what really has been getting me mad about that whole like transgender thing. It's like honesty and living in reality are two very important things to me, and they get me pissed off all the time. So I don't know.
We are on the exact same page there. Really, really don't like dishonesty. I don't like deceit. However, I do like the idea of bullshit once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's up to people to understand what the fucking difference is.
Good luck with that nowadays. I understood where you're going. Oh, yeah, Mikey's. We all know Mikey. You're all good though. We accept boomers around here. We're cool. In today's culture, taking a scarred whore home is rammed down men's throats as a viable option. It's a scarred transgender whore home, or else you're transphobic. Have you heard that one? The rape by transgender? That was some fucking article I was reading, and god damn it, I'm not gonna pull it up. Fuck that. But it was pretty much the gist of it was the guy was tricked by a tranny girl, and fucking if it was considered rape or not. I think we actually talked about that on the show. But it's just funny, man. How it's like, oh, you have a penis? No, thank you. And then it's like, oh, you hateful, bigoted, transgender phobe motherfucker. You know what I mean? It's like, no, 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 no,
Listen,
no.
girls,
No, I just like
what
pussy.
would you do if you're getting on hot and heavy with your super hot lesbian girlfriend and she sticks her fucking dick in you?
That, Tony, that happened. Remember? We were talking about that. That was the episode that we were talking about is getting tricked by a tranny rape. The girl went through with it and actually got fucked with a lady dick and called it scissoring. But she didn't feel right afterwards, but she didn't want to be looked at as a transphobe. So she went through with it. Either the guy that was acting like the girl is a genius, or this society is fucked up. One or the other. Or maybe both. Maybe the guy was a genius and was taking advantage of the fact that society is fucked up. I don't know.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If you were an 18-year-old man today,
hmm
would you consider that option?
Fuck no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You wouldn't say you're a lesbian just to fuck women.
Oh, I thought you meant fucking a tranny. Yeah, absolutely I would. Hell yeah, I would. If I knew that that was a guaranteed way of getting fucking pussy, give me the dress. I'll put the dress on right now, go to the party, and then I'll take the dress off when I get home. Rodney Carrington, I think I'm dancing with a man. What was the one with Tom Hanks too? Not House Party, fucking something. House Party was completely different.
Fuck.
Bachelor Party.
Oh, I thought you was talking about the TV show.
Nah, I was talking about the one where the lady was standing up to piss, and they walked in. Never mind. I'll wholeheartedly choose the second for the society. Yeah, absolutely. It's just a fucked up society.
Well, it certainly is.
And how did we let ourselves get here because of the fucking movies and the music and the fucking bullshit on the media that we all ingest.
Well, because we stood up against intolerance to the fucking extreme.
Well, like what? Like the civil rights movement?
Right. You
Right,
know,
but now
we
listen,
stood up,
who you fuck is not a civil right. Fucking is something that happens, but it's not a civil right.
but I'm not talking about just civil rights. I'm talking about tolerance in general.
But tolerance in general, how so?
Of
Like I
whatever
won't
people
cook the guys that
think
wouldn't
of
cook cakes for the gays, that type of shit.
anything.
That's preference, though. That's still preference.
The you want to be in the Boy Scouts, but you're a girl. Well, we should allow you to do that.
Yeah, no, you can't do
No,
that.
it's fucking Boy Scouts, you stupid asses. Somebody
Well, that's
should
the
have stood up
thing.
and said that.
Yeah, it's like
It ain't
every parent has to eventually break to their kid that Santa Claus and the fucking Easter Bunny and all that shit ain't real. You know?
it ain't
Go ahead.
it wasn't as if there wasn't Girl Scouts already.
Right, right. It's the exact same thing, but it's meant for you. One is meant for boys, one is meant for girls. It's the exact same thing, but we do different things. I don't know. It's
Well, that's
if not already hell, well, hell in a handbasket for sure.
certainly the path that we're on. That was along the way.
Hmm. And is there a way? I don't know. Is there a way to slow it down, to stop it? All we could really do is take, in my opinion anyway, or in my sight, is fucking take care of it at home. All of us got to do our part at home. That's pretty much all we can do. And pay attention to this bullshit and talk to our fucking senators or whatever if we can, our representatives at least something.
Well, all my daughters married men.
Well, yeah, Tony, we know you did it the right way. You know you did things, you know. And there is no. Now let me take that back. There is no right way. There is no wrong way. It's our own way for sure. But there is only one reality. We live in reality. We are third
Look,
dimensional beings, and we live in a third dimensional world. And there's a reality, you know.
look. You take human beings and you stand them face to face. The female comes with a socket. The male comes with the protrusion that fits in that socket. That's the way it's fucking meant to be.
Yeah. What if our fucking plugs and our electronics started being sentient and the male fucking end wanted to say that it was a female end and doesn't want to stick into the wall anymore? We wouldn't have any electronics. Something.
That's actually something that can be worked with, actually.
Well, yeah, you force them in. You force it to happen
No,
because
no,
they're just electronics.
no, I meant as a counter argument to these idiots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's a male end and there's a female end. That's how it's supposed to be. Period. You want to go be gay? Go be gay. Great. Stop telling everybody about it though. Donnie's Bakery won't make your cake. Go to Walmart. They fucking will. Go to Jewel. Go to Fry's. Wherever the fuck state you're in. Go to your local shithole and have it made there. You know, don't go to the
Go to
one
the
with the
grocery
big.
store and buy a box of fucking cake mix and make your own goddamn cake.
Don't go to the store with the big golden cross in front of it on its glass windows and try to have them make a gay cake for you. They probably won't. You know,
And they should in no fucking way ever be forced to do so.
they shouldn't have to. Just like, as a gay, you should motherfuckers. Not you. You know, let me take that back. As gays, you motherfuckers shouldn't have to hide who you are, even though who you fuck nobody cares about. But no, you shouldn't have to hide who you are. You shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't have to break their morals if they don't want to. Like I said, go to fucking Walmart. Go to their bakery department. They don't got any morals. They'll probably draw a dick on your shit. Who cares? I know they'll definitely do a Ninja Turtles cake.
Yeah, they'd probably do a dick heading towards ass cake.
Whatever. Yeah, as long as you got money, Walmart would probably do it. I don't want to speak for Walmart here. We are in a society cycle. Like thinking Romans who watched Rome fall were having the same discussions we were. That's very poignant. That's hold on. They had to accept that the society was ending. We may have to as well. Yeah, every empire falls.
There
Eh,
was certainly a shitload of faggotry in Rome back then.
And that when all that shit started, that's when it fucking fell. Once the debauchery started. I mean, look at everywhere. Even if you want to get
All
biblical,
debauchery ain't bad.
all debauchery ain't bad. But nonetheless, once they took it over the fucking line, Sodom and Gomorrah, fucking, uh, Babylon, fucking Rome, Greece, Greece,
Pompeii.
yeah, Pompeii, fucking everyone, the Nazis, you know what I mean? The Nazis, the USSR, every empire fucking falls eventually. May it become the same thing in different name? Sure, possibly. That's a possibility. But everyone falls. When's it our turn? Who knows?
Uh, I don't know, man. I hope I'm not alive to see it.
I am. I hope I'm there. I hope I'm around. I was gonna do this, but I'm not gonna do this. We could do this later.
I don't know, man. You think about it. How many people out there are so incapable of existing without the system?
Apparently, I see. I asked that question. That's a scary answer, man, because it's apparently fucking more than I thought for sure. I'm not doing that either. It's a lot more than I thought for sure. Because I mean, man, just look at everything. The world is shit right now. And this is why I fucking looking into conspiracy theories and looking into how the world is and all that shit causes fucking nihilism.
Well, I've been saying for quite some time that this corona thing's going to go on. I've been on board with that since the very beginning,
Yeah,
at least the very beginning of vaccination. And, I firmly believe that it's control.
it's all about control.
And I wonder what the breaking point is to say, fuck it. Well, it seems that we will stay under thumb for about 3 months. And
Three
then if
months.
yeah, that's about what it works out to, about 3 months. Then they'll have to give us a little bit of room. Not completely free us, but give us a little room to make us think it's coming to an end and make it mash back down at 3 months.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and come back out with there's another variant. The fucking Decepticons are loose. Always something. And it's always gonna be something.
And they always throw out the hospital so overwhelmed. I'm like, wait a minute. My wife works at a hospital.
Yeah.
It's never been full of corona patients. Its biggest overwhelming part is people who are staying home because they got corona or were exposed to.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I thought that most people that had contracted the corona went fucking home, like quarantined at home. They didn't quarantine in the hospitals, did they?
Well, evidently, most of them got to be on ventilators if you believe the news.
Holy shit. I don't know, man.
I mean, what the fuck else is overwhelming ERs?
I don't know. I know that I talked to my mom. She's still in Illinois. And I told you she works for Loyola, so all that shit is questionable for me because she's one of those go along with whatever they tell you type of people.
Yeah.
And you know, working in Loyola, they're fucking questionable alone because they're Catholic and they're fucking what you call it, government funded too. So they got like two bad checks against them in my eyes. You know what I mean? But she said that she believes it wholeheartedly. She's like, I believe that this is a fucking real thing, and I don't know who let it out or who whatever the fuck, but yeah, she was telling me that fucking people were in there and that she was treating people for it, and she's seen people on respirators and all that shit. And that's right there to Loyola and Maywood.
I don't doubt that she's speaking the absolute truth either.
No, yeah, but the thing is though, is that her truth is what she's told.
But the question to ask her is, how many people, how many are on respirators? Is the hospital putting people in the fucking basement and parking lot and shit? They're so overwhelmed.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's happening. I don't think
What
that's
they're saying
happening
on
at
the
all.
fucking news.
No, I know, but I don't think that's happening. That's impossible. That was just like in the beginning of this. You remember when they were saying that they were throwing corona victims' bodies on fucking meat trucks and shit like that?
Fuck, that's just Chicago on Saturday night, you assholes. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah, gotta put them somewhere. You gotta put them somewhere. Can't just leave them out. That's how the fucking Black Plague starts and shit.
I mean, you know, I'm not one that's saying that Corona not at all what I believe it exists. I believe I fucking can. But they're so overplaying their hands with this shit. It doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah.
I mean, for one, we're supposedly under the worst spike in coronavirus since it started here in Illinois, yet they didn't really lock us down. Got to wear masks, and you're supposed to avoid stuff, but we're not under lockdown.
Yeah, but when's that next wave gonna hit though? We gotta lock everybody down. We gotta stay in our houses. We need a curfew.
Let me see. Let me look at my watch. I'm lying. I don't have a watch.
Got another week.
Nah, hell, we got a month for this.
Another month of freedom. Holy shit, guys! Better fucking get it in. Better get it in while the weather's nice.
Then well, the weather's fucking bitter cold, so there ain't people out about anyway.
Guys better move somewhere where the weather's nice.
I intend to.
I'm standing outside right now in a t-shirt, looking at everybody at church getting free food.
I could do that too if I wanted to, but it's 4 degrees and I wouldn't last very damn long.
Lasting a whole cigarette, Tone. Halfway through it right now as we speak.
I could do it for a full cigarette too, but it'd be the quickest one I ever smoked.
Back to back drags. Every breath is a drag.
That's right. I wouldn't be able to walk straight when I come back in the building, being dizzy, but I could make it.
Oh yeah, huh? Hey, how about that first cigarette of the fucking day, huh? Oh wee.
Nah,
That's a mountain, man.
I get up, make coffee, get dressed, and definitely in that order. So that when I'm dressed, I can get a cup of coffee, go out and have a cigarette. And
Yeah.
it's not any worse than any other.
No, it's the best one for me. It's the best cigarette. It's the cigarette that makes me keep smoking cigarettes throughout the rest of the day to try to feel that first cigarette.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the best cigarette is the one right after dinner.
Yeah, that's all right.
Or
That's
after
all right.
sex, it's hard to say, because that one after sex is pretty damn good too.
Yeah, that one. I would have to say that's pretty much the top contender for the first one of the day. For me.
Have sex first thing in the morning, then the cigarette. Oh, man.
Oh, that'd be a fucking tremendous cigarette.
Have to start buying them by the fucking cartons again. I think we're probably looking to head down to work on the place Sunday.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Because it's supposed to be in the 50s down there Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I think we're going to go down there Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
So you'll be around Friday then, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
then I'll be around.
I wouldn't roll out here on Friday anyway.
All right, I'll be around Friday. I'll be here. There will be a show Friday. Promise you.
I would try to make it Monday too. Shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, okay. We'll figure
We
that
haven't
out.
100% decided if we're going to stay in a motel down there, or hotel, or in the Suburban. I want to stay in the Suburban, but I'm a little concerned about trying to heat in the goddamn thing without setting the upholstery on fire.
I agree with Ozzy too. Did you read that already and I missed it?
What, the planned outbreak?
Yeah, COVID was a planned outbreak. It thinned the population and gave politicians a chance to take control. That's two objectives completed for them.
But it really didn't do anything to the population.
It cut a decent number out.
No.
Well, I guess in comparison with you're trying to save, the entire world population versus how many people it killed. Yeah. But we still got some more waves coming though, so you never know, man.
To make a dent in the population like they want, you're going to have to drop 2.5 or 3 billion.
I was gonna say at least get in the billions. At least get into the billions. But on that note, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I am too. I'm about ready for a nap.
Yeah, I second that emotion.
Too fucking cold to do anything else.
Jimi Hendrix, take us out. Ain't no motherfucking COVID, you motherfuckers. I ain't putting no motherfucking Jews in no motherfucking ovens. That was it. That's all he had to say about that.
So you need to make one up where you replace the words purple haze with something like COVID is, or something like that.
COVID is some fake ass shit. Bye.
Good day, people.
You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new one live. You're watching the NWP podcast. You're watching the new